Oh man, I have been waiting to do a review on this. The M249 saw or Minimi, depending on where you're from. Uh, Man, it looks the part. It certainly looks awesome. Straight out of the box, it's got this weathered appearance. Just a paint. But yeah, it does look really awesome. Comes with this bipod and the a large capacity magazine. This handle could probably be a bit stronger. It's just plastic and it does flex a bit. Even under the relatively light weight of this gun. Yeah, that's my first gripe, I think, with this blaster, is that it's very light. You look at it and you expect that it's going to be a nice, big, heavy blaster, but it's actually quite light. So you can see some of the weathering details on it there. For what it's worth, this is the V2. I don't really know what the difference between the V2 and the V1 is, aside from I think it's got a lithium battery instead of a nickel metal hydride or whatever the previous version of battery was. So it comes with the lithium battery, the 18650-2S 2-cell battery. That's the 7.4 volt, and yeah, it really does look nice. So it comes with this bag of accessories. I just want to take a look at that first. This is a strap, which I guess hooks into here, so you can sling it over your shoulder. Probably not really that necessary because it is quite light. Comes with a laser sight and a flashlight. And a foregrip, which I guess is kind of, you got to choose. You either use the foregrip or the bipod, because you can't have both. Also comes with a little screwdriver, which is cute. I don't really know what you'd be doing other than perhaps disassembling the blaster, and gel balls, of course. Alright, let's take a look at this laser. This is actually pretty cool. It's got adjustments for elevation and windage that actually work. That's cool. Maybe I'll zero this in and put it on and have a bit of a test fire. Okay, so now that we're here, let me show you something. See where that front sight sits? See where the rear sights sit? I don't know if you can tell on camera, but the rear sight is sitting, I don't know, a good centimetre higher than the front sight, which gives you this interesting problem. You can't line the sights up because the actual rail gets in the way. Interestingly enough, for you to get it to shoot straight, you don't line the sights up anyway. You have to line the rear sight with the top of that ring, not the little notch in it, which is what you would expect. So so the sights aren't straight, basically. That's what I'm trying to say here. Fortunately, this little laser can be zeroed in quite well. So I'm going to try it with the laser, and we'll see how we go. Alright, so straight out of the box, aside from the sights being slightly wrong, this thing is dead accurate. Dead accurate. I'm going to try from a bit further back and see how we can go. Okay, so you can see when I step back to the 10 meter mark, it's not as accurate, but it tends to spray a little bit up and left and right, and as you, I guess you expect with gel ball without a hop up, it does tend to fling them every which way, left, right, up, down, but still reasonably accurate. I'm still hitting the targets from that distance, although also hitting the targets above what I'm aiming for as well. But you know, that's to be expected, I guess. Surprisingly accurate. Probably my only thing that I don't like about the way this shoots is that for a big machine gun of this sort of caliber, I would probably expect a higher fire rate. It does come with a 2S battery as standard. I'm going to try chucking a 3S 11 volt in and see how we go. Alright, got the 3S in now. Let's see how it goes. Alright, that's certainly a much better fire rate from the 3S battery. I don't know if it was just me, but it seemed, with the 3S, it seemed to be firing a little bit straighter. I haven't opened this up, but I did look through the hole in here. I don't know if you can see that. Down in there, see down in there? That red tinge down in there? I think that's an aluminium barrel from standard, which might be one of the updates of the V2 of this particular blaster. Again, I'm not sure what the V1 actually had, but looks like the V2 has an aluminium barrel and a lithium battery, although the 3S battery is definitely a nice, easy upgrade if you want that fire rate that you would expect the Minimi to have. But that's a cheap and easy upgrade. I've pretty much put 11 volt batteries in all of my blasters because it's cheap, it's easy, and yeah, they take it. I think pretty much all the blasters these days will take an 11 volt battery without too many upgrades, because unless you're upgrading the spring, I guess you're not putting that much more pressure onto the gears, so they should be all good. But yeah, definitely a worthwhile upgrade for this saw. Yeah, I like it. It's impractical, it's bulky, but it just looks so badass. I don't know that it's going to be as powerful as the JM Series 8 box, but it still seems to have a bit of kick to it. I haven't got any real scientific methods on measuring the power or the FPS yet, but it seems to have a decent kick to it, and aside from being a little bit lightweight and feeling a touch plasticky, it's a really nice blaster. It looks good, it feels good, it fires well. It fires incredibly well, even from a longer distance. It's still reasonably accurate. Like, it gets maybe 1 out of 3 balls on the laser dot. So even if 2 of them fly left or right, it's still pretty damn accurate in terms of long distance firing. Iron sights could have been better done, but having a laser with windage and elevation adjustments straight out of the box is very cool. Yeah, I like this one. Anyway, if you like my reviews, if you like what I've done here today, please subscribe to my channel and get yourself one of these blasters.